Hello everyone. Today on this lecture we discuss about research design and its elements and what are the different types of research design. The first is what is research design. So research design, it is a detailed outline of the how an investigation will be takes place. Okay, so how the researcher will investigate or to get the answer of his research question. So this is called the research design. Okay, suppose you take an example. You want to visit any tourism place or any hill stations on the coming winter vacation that will be come on the December, and there will get about 10 to 15 days of holiday, and you will plan to go any religious place. Yes or no? And for that you will plan where to go. First one. Second, by which route it will be better for you, that is by air, or you go by bus, or you go by train. So which travel method it will be easy to you. Then you analyze, compare. So by which way, suppose you go the destination place by air, then it will be time saving, but it will be costly. If you go through the train, then it will be it will take more time, but it come under budget. So after all this analysis, after the comparative or analysis, then you plan that you are moving to in the winter vacation, and you book now for the coming December or winter vacations. So this is called the master plan. To move on the destination place, from today you are planning. So this is called the master plan. Similarly, when a researcher want to investigate the research question, the researcher must have some master plan. Okay, and what are the component in the master plan? So it is the research designs is the master plan of how the research will be carried out. That is the first point. Second, what tools and technique will be used. Okay, and third one, how data will be analyzed. So all three things keep in mind when you plan to do an research. So this is called the research design, or the research design is nothing. It is the master plan of how the research will be carried out, what tools and technique you will be used, and how the data will be analyzed. Okay, so under the research design, there are 7 elements are there. So first one, that is the approach. Second, that is defining the variables. Third one, that is the population sample and the sampling technique. Fourth one, that is the setting and the source of data collections. Fifth one, that is the tools and methods of data collections. Sixth, that is the method of data analysis. And the seventh one, that is the timeline of for the completion. Okay, so first, what is approach? So approach is a plan to investigate the research question, to get the answer of the research question. So that is called the approach. So there are quantitative methods are there, qualitative methods are there. So this is called the approach. Second, defining the variable. So variable is the basic unit. Variable is the basic unit on which you can collect data and interpret the data in your studies. Next, third one, the population. When you do the research, the result of the research or the outcome of the research is generalized to the whole population, entire population. But when you do the research, you will take the subset of that population. You take the subset of that population from this entire population. You take choose this populations. They are called the sample. And which type of sample, who will come under this sample, so that will be decided by the sampling technique. Okay, so this is the important element in the research design. Next, settings and the source of data collection, where you want to do the research. Suppose you do research in the hospital sector, then you choose the hospital laboratories, and if you in the community setting, then you go for the village in the families. So that is very important. Fifth one, the tools and methods of data analysis, data collections. So which types of the tool you will give you appropriate, which type of tool is appropriate to get your answer, to get the answer of a research problem. So that is called the tools and methods of data collections. Okay, next, the method of data analysis. After collection of data, okay, the proper proper analysis method should be there. Without any proper analysis, then the research will not be end up. Next one, that is timeline for completion. So there is a timeline from the initiation to completion of the research. So the researcher must be accountable for the completion of the research. That will be save. It will be save the research from budget also be. So this is called the timeline of completion. So these 7 elements that will be come under research design. Okay. Next, as another topic is, that is the types of research design. So research design is broadly classified into 3 types. One is the quantitative, another is qualitative, and the third one is the mixed method. So in the quantitative, it is a measurable. Here the data are measured or analyzed in the statistical form to get the result, that are analyzed and get in result. So this is called measurable form. So it is again divided into experimental and non-experimental. Again, experimental is subdivided into true experimental, quasi-experimental, and pre-experimental. Okay, and the second, that is the non-experimental, that is 2 types, again subdivided into 2 types. One is the descriptive and another is analytic. Okay. Next, move on to qualitative research design. So qualitative research design, here here the data are non-measurable form. We collect the data that is in the non-measurable form. So under this qualitative research, one is the phenomenological, second is ethnographic methods, next is grounded theory, fourth one is the historical research design, next action research design, the last one is the case study method. Case study methods. Okay. So these are come under what? Qualitative research design. And in the mixed research design, there is a combination of what? The both methods are employed, one is the quantitative and the qualitative. So mostly seen in the philosophical research, in that case we will use the mixed methods of research design. So one is the convergent parallel design, second is the explanatory sequential design. Okay, third one is the exploratory sequential design, and the fourth one is embedded research design. Okay, so these are come under mixed methods of research design. So all these things, all this design will be discussed one by one. In next class we will discuss about the experiment in the quantitative research design, that the experimental and non-experimental research design. I hope you understand. Thank you for watching and please keep on subscribing.